Explain the bet with the WNBA bet again, because you were that was like, what is that, a year ago?
Yeah,
and what did you say?
That went mega viral. I said it a while back, and somehow it got clipped by a member of the Las Vegas Aces,
Right.
which at the time is evidently a women's basketball team that had won a championship in the WNBA.
All right, what did you say?
I said that a good boys high school state champion
Okay.
would beat the WNBA champions.
Okay.
And my initial claim on it was that I would put $1 million of my own money
Of the 100 million. Yep.
yeah, which is like 1%. So it's like it's like somebody who's worth $100 putting $1 down.
All right.
So that I would put $1 million of my money, and I would bet that the boys would win. And if the WNBA, a boys team of my choice,
Yeah.
and if the WNBA team won,
Yep.
I would give them $1 million.
Okay.
If they lost, I wasn't even asking for the money.
Yeah.
I just said that the high school boys should get the $1 million from the WNBA.
They didn't. They were under no. Yeah. Okay. They could win it, but
And
they couldn't
somebody
lose.
else could put up the $1 million,
sure,
like
sure,
whatever.
sure.
I'm not even trying to make $1 million on it. I'm just saying I'll put the stakes in the table. If I'm wrong, you get the money, my money. If I'm right, then you give money to the boys, right?
Right.
And I don't even think that's remotely. By the way, I don't even think they would win by 40 or 50 if you let me pick the team, right?
A high school.
Because
yeah.
a good high school boys team, maybe any state high school boys team, but I don't know what the South Dakota state champs are actually like, right?
Well, those teams that like Bronny James play, whatever, the Oaks Christian or
I
whatever.
mean, any big state,
they're
right?
throwing alley oops from half court.
Yeah, and like I don't know, when there's only Wyoming might have 1,000 boys playing high school basketball. They may not be very good, but Florida, Texas, where we are in Tennessee, they would roast them.
Well,
I said I will put it on pay-per-view as well, and it will be, and I stand by
everybody
this.
make money.
It would be the most lucrative women's basketball game of all time.
I'd watch it.
Would you pay $20?
Yeah.
Yes, you would. There are millions of people who would pay $20 to watch that. In fact, there would be huge parties. It would be the most watched and most lucrative
Buffalo
women's
Wild
game
Wings
of all
would be
time.
packed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I would roll in with my $1 million in cash and stand there on the sideline. I would play it up, briefcases, whatever you need. And people just went crazy over that. And they said like, oh, you are super sexist.
Yeah.
I'm like, see, I have a different definition of sexism. It is claiming that a man is a woman, to me, is sexist. Claiming that men are bigger, stronger, and faster than women is actually just basic biology. And here's a stat for you to confirm that I'm correct. Do you know in high school Texas track and field,
All right,
every boys state champion last year was faster than the fastest woman in the history of the world?
Yeah, that shouldn't be debatable. That should be, everybody should, they'll be like,
in order to win
tell me that,
a boys high school state championship in all track and field, you have to, in Texas, just Texas, you have to be faster than any woman has ever run in any track and field event in the history of the world. We're not talking about the best men.
Yeah.
We're talking about actual still boys.
So compared to like the Olympic women.
Compared to the greatest women's track athletes of all time. Yeah. Texas high school boys are better. And then, everybody, look, I love basically every sport, but the U.S. women's soccer team, the best women in the world, got beaten by an under 15 Texas high school boys soccer team.
Yeah.
Just 15-year-olds in Texas crushed Megan Rapinoe, Alex Morgan, all those people.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not trying to disrespect
No, I think
them.
if everybody just agrees with that, then we can celebrate men's and women's sports. But when you're telling me that
it doesn't matter,
we watch, we see high school. Don't tell me
correct.
And that's what comedy and what you're doing in a lot of ways. You're just going, look at that. Like, don't tell me that men and women are the same.
Correct.
But if you say we're both different, they're great in this way, we'll go.
That's why we have separate men and women. And so for people out there, I'll give you my opinion, but I'll even take the next step and put $1 million of my own money on the table. If I'm wrong, show up and take my money.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas Aces, none of the players, none of the league, they would not respond to my challenge at all.
and
because they know they would lose.
and Angel Reese is struggling to pay her bills, so you should. All right, we have to bring that up. Come on, John, you let it go.